You've been loud for too long, telling people your dreams, explaining your moves, but every time you talk, you lose power, because silence is not weakness, it's precision. Look around. The world is addicted to noise, notifications, opinions, drama. People chase validation instead of truth. They speak more than they think, but not you, not anymore. The moment you decide to focus only on yourself, you begin to shift, not outwardly, inwardly. You stop sharing plans. You stop broadcasting pain. You start observing, listening, training, not for the world's approval, for your own evolution. No one needs to understand why you're quiet. They don't need to know what you're building, because your growth isn't a performance, it's a process, and it begins in silence. Let them wonder, let them assume you've lost. That's when you win the most. Most people live like open books, always explaining, always proving. They tell everyone what they're about to do. They seek permission, applause, validation, and in doing that, they lose control over their journey. When your focus is everywhere, your energy gets diluted. When you spread yourself thin, you grow tired, not wise. But those who grow in silence, they know the truth. The less you explain, the stronger your presence becomes. Let them gossip, let them doubt, because while they talk, you're building, not with noise, with intent, not to be seen, to become real. You don't need to prove your worth through words. Let your absence raise questions. Let your results answer them. That's why true transformation begins when you stop broadcasting your progress. You disconnect not to run away, but to return different, sharper, quieter, unstoppable. You don't need the world to cheer you on. You need silence and time. You've been pouring your energy into everyone else, haven't you? Always available, always listening, always giving, and in return, silence, or worse, disappointment. They don't notice the effort. They don't hear the weight in your voice. But that's not their fault. It's yours, for expecting them to. That's the trap. We try to fix the emptiness inside by staying loud, visible, surrounded. But the ones who really heal, they go quiet. They disappear, not to escape, but to rebuild. You think isolation means weakness, but the Stoics, they knew solitude is power. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, but his strength came from being alone with his thoughts. No validation, no applause, just clarity. When you walk away from the noise, something magical happens. Your mind sharpens. You realize that you've been carrying noise from others for far too long. Their problems, their opinions, their chaos. It's time to drop all of it. You don't need to announce your silence. Just disappear, quietly, slowly. And when they finally ask where you went, you'll already be someone else, stronger, clearer, untouchable. If you're still here, you're one of the rare ones. Stick around. You don't need to announce your healing. The strongest changes happen in silence. While others chase noise, you build power in solitude. This is not about hiding, it's about becoming too focused to explain yourself. The Stoics didn't talk about transformation, they lived it. Marcus Aurelius never shouted about his strength. He trained his mind in quiet rooms. Seneca didn't need approval. He refined himself in stillness. You don't fix your life by pleasing others. You fix it by listening to yourself, by sitting with your pain, not running from it, by mastering your reactions, not blaming the world. The noise of the world is addictive, but clarity grows where silence lives. You want change? Then stop waiting for someone to notice you. Disappear into the work. Rebuild quietly. And when you return, you won't need to say a word. Your presence will speak for itself. Real strength is invisible in the beginning, but it makes the loudest impact in the end. You don't need the world to validate you. That's the trap. The more you seek approval, the more lost you become. True growth happens when you stop asking for permission to change. Most people are stuck in noise. They scroll, compare, chase, but never sit with themselves. You, on the other hand, are doing something rare. You're choosing silence over noise, growth over comfort, power over popularity. You don't have to prove anything, just prove it to yourself. You don't need to announce your comeback. Your discipline will be the proof. Your results will speak. There's something powerful about a quiet person who knows where they're going. They walk differently. They don't need to rush because they trust the pace. And maybe that's the message you've needed all along. You're not behind. You're building, quietly, on your terms. Keep building, even if no one claps, especially when no one claps. They think silence means you've lost, that you've given up, that you're done. But silence is where legends are built. It's where warriors retreat to sharpen their mind, steady their heart, and prepare their next move. You don't owe the world your noise. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Every time you step back, you gain clarity. You remember what matters. You stop reacting. You start choosing. You stop chasing. You start building. What if I told you that the most powerful moments of your life will happen when no one is watching? Not when you're praised, liked, or shared, but when you're alone, focused, locked in, becoming something you never were before. There's a reason the strongest ones move in silence. There's a reason they disappear. It's not weakness, it's precision, it's purpose. While everyone else tries to be seen, they're learning how to see. While everyone else fights for attention, they're learning how to fight for control of the only thing that truly matters, their mind. Don't post it, don't prove it. Just do it. Build the version of you that doesn't need to speak, because when the results show up, the world won't even need to ask where you've been. So now you've got two choices. Keep chasing noise, or master your silence and make them listen without a word. And let me leave you with this. Have you truly gone quiet, or are you finally learning how to speak without sound?